This video is intended to give you an introduction to reading the OAC format. Once you have both teams in your room, you need to determine which team will be Team A and Team B. This is done by using a coin flip or a coin flip equivalent. Once that has been determined, you're ready to start the first of 3 rounds, which is called the category round. The category round consists of 10 categories. Each category has 3 questions in it, as you can see here in the American Literature category. The first 2 questions are what are called team questions. They're notated Team A and Team B. So you're going to go ahead and read the Team A question to whoever has been designated Team A. At the conclusion of reading the Team A question, Team A will have 10 seconds to answer the question. If they answer the question correctly on their first answer opportunity, they'll receive 2 points. If their first answer opportunity is incorrect, they are given a second chance to provide an answer, which is worth 1 point. All of this must happen within the 10 seconds that they have been given. If time runs out before they provide an answer, or time runs out as they're providing a second answer, the question will be bounced over to the other team for a steal. The steal is worth 1 point. The steal by the other team should be immediate. So if time runs out on Team A and they have not given the answer of Herman Melville yet, you say, Team B, do you have a steal? If they don't provide you with something immediately, time is called on the question. The answer was Herman Melville, and you can continue. Another common thing that people will run into is when Team A is answering the question, they will confer for about 9 seconds of the 10 seconds. And at about 9 seconds left, they will give an answer. If as they are giving their answer or as you are ruling on their first answer, time expires, you should give them a chance to immediately provide a second answer. So if they start to say John Steinbeck, and as you are ruling on that, the time expires, you say, no, that is incorrect. Do you have a second answer? If they don't provide you with something immediately, you bounce it over to the other team, just as stated before. The Team B question works the exact same way, just in reverse. Then you move on to the toss-up question. The toss-up question is a little different because the teams are going to be on buzzers now, and the first team to buzz in gets the first opportunity to answer the question. No matter what, the toss-up question is worth 2 points. If you get to the end of the toss-up question and nobody has answered it, you are to set the timer for 10 seconds to give the teams adequate time to think, confer with one another, and come up with an answer. If one team buzzes in incorrectly, the other team still has a chance to buzz in and answer the question, but they must buzz in and actually hit their buzzer and provide an answer. If during the question no one has buzzed in and you get to the very end and you are on the 10-second timer and a team buzzes in and answers incorrectly, the remainder of the time should be given to the other team. So if there are 8 seconds left when the first team buzzes, after they answer, you go back, it was an incorrect answer, the second team will still have 8 seconds to provide their answer. If the first team buzzes with less than 3 seconds left, please provide the other team 3 seconds to buzz in and give an answer. The one team cannot run out the remainder of the time, not giving the second team a chance to answer. This holds true for all the category round questions. A couple other notes as we are moving through the category round here. Pronunciation guides will always be highlighted in this gray color so that you can differentiate them from the actual text of the question. Alternative answers will be seen in brackets following the answer to the question in case there is another possible answer that a team may give. In brackets after the question, you will also see prompts, which means a team needs to be more specific. So if sometime during this question they say the Great War, you would say prompt, or you would say I need you to be more specific. One or the other will work. They should know what either mean, and they would need to provide you with World War I at that point. Sometimes you will also see what are called anti-prompts. Anti-prompts are the exact opposite. You are asking them to be less specific. And so you could say anti-prompt, or you could say I need you to be less specific, and they would have to provide you with a less specific answer. Once you have reached the end of the life science category, you are halfway through the category round. You've read 5 of the 10 categories. Usually it's customary then to give both teams a score check. In some leagues, teams are allowed to sub at the end of life science. That is not true at the regional and state level. So teams may get a score check at the end of life science, but there is no opportunity to sub until the end of the category rounds. You will follow the score check after life science with 5 more categories, bringing you to the end of the category rounds after U.S. history. At this time, you should provide a score check to both teams and allow them an opportunity to sub. Once they have subbed, you are going to distribute 2 alphabet round sheets to each team. So each team should get 2 alphabet round sheets face down, as well as an answer sheet. Teams will have 4 minutes to complete the alphabet round sheet. You'll provide them with what the letter is. So you would say the letter is A for this alphabet round. You have 4 minutes and you may begin. At minimum, you should provide the teams with warnings when they have 2 minutes left, 1 minute left, and 10 seconds left. If you would like to provide them with more warnings, that is okay, but you should at least provide those 3. At the conclusion of the alphabet round, as soon as the 4-minute timer goes off, the answer sheets from both teams should be collected and graded. It is at your discretion whether you want to read the questions as you're reading the answer. If you are in a time crunch, if you're just not comfortable and you don't want to read the questions, you only need to read the answers, which will be provided for you on the next page. So if you just want to say the answer to number 1 was the Amazon River, the answer number 2 was Amenhotep IV, that is fine. If you would like to read the accompanying questions with them and have time, that is also fine, and many people do that as well. At the end of the alphabet round, you provide each team with how many questions they got correct, tabulate the score for the alphabet round as well as the current score, provide that to both teams, and they'll be given another opportunity to sub before the final round. The final round consists of 20 toss-up questions. These toss-up questions are similar to the toss-up questions from the category round. They'll work the exact same way, except the timing on these lightning or final round questions is only 5 seconds. So after you get done reading the question, you will only put 5 seconds on the timer. However, it still holds. If a team buzzes in with less than 3 seconds left, the other team will be given a minimum of 3 seconds to still come up with an answer if the first team gives an incorrect buzz. At any time in the OAC format in which a player is buzzing in, after they buzz in, they are given 5 seconds to respond. They may confer with their teammates during those 5 seconds. So after they buzz in, they are always given 5 seconds. After 10 questions in the lightning round, it's customary to provide a score check to both teams. If the score is very tight, as you are going down the stretch after toss-up 15 and subsequent toss-ups, if you would like to provide them with a score check, that is definitely okay. At the end of the 20th toss-up, the game is over. You provide both teams with a score check, and the round will end, barring this score being tied. If this score is tied, please see whoever is running the tournament to get 5 tiebreaker questions. You will read all 5 tiebreaker questions. They are treated exactly as the lightning or final round questions are, 5 seconds apiece. And you will read those 5 questions. If the score is still tied at the end of those 5 questions, you will be provided with additional tiebreaker questions, and the game will become sudden death. So as soon as a team gets a question right, the game will end. And that's about it. If you have any questions, please see the person that is running your regional site or tournament that you are viewing this video for, or also feel free to contact me, Joe Supreme, through the Ohio Academic Competition website. You can find that website and my email in the notes below this video. Thank you.